a old-fashioned car is really cool. Dick Tracy car shows up
Do you know
outside the
cars?
studio.
I don't know cars.
I call it a Dick Tracy car. Absolutely, I don't know car.
Why is he killing Randy?
This
It's
is so
so
complicated.
convoluted.
I don't know.
What is
I,
happening?
I love this flashbacks of the full infrared too.
Ugh.
Like that's
I mean, it is
so
good. It is good.
red dark room. Oh
Uh,
my God.
Nancy
She
runs
hit
to
the
hide the steak knives in the dryer because she
in
doesn't want to
the
implicate Greg.
dryer.
What a stupid bitch.
Oh my
Nancy is
God.
a mess. Nancy needs to chill the out.
Tonight on Murder, She Wrote.
Surely you can't believe it was one of us.
Surely you can't.
It was.
Don't call me. Don't call me Shirley. Hey, I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified.
and this
And this
is
is tonight
tonight
on Murder,
on
She
Murder, She
Wrote.
Wrote. Everyone,
Woohoo!
we've made it to our last episode of season 3.
Pat yourself on the back, baby. We did it. We did it. What a roller coaster it has been, too.
It has. It has. Can you imagine? We were at the circus just 22 weeks ago.
That feels like years ago.
I know.
I
It's been a
can't
long
believe
time.
it. I feel like some season 1 and 2 episodes are fresher in my mind.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree with you. And we have some homework to do because our next episode, folks at home, you will recall it is time for our postmortem, where we go through the season and talk about our highs, our lows,
Our faves, our least
our
faves, our bests, our
our
worsts,
confusions,
our
just utter
hottest, our best dressed. I mean,
yes,
all the superlatives here.
basically. And then, raise several glasses to the women that make this show a delight
Basically.
for us. Yeah.
That really
It's
is
really,
the
it's a love
unwritten
fest.
subtitle of our podcast here, isn't it?
The women
Let's
of Murder, She
celebrate
Wrote.
the old broads of Murder, She Wrote.
It's my life. That's how
Yeah.
I live.
hmm
So this is season 3, episode 22, Murder, She Spoke. I like it. I think that's a very cute title.
I do too. I'm surprised it hasn't been used yet.
It,
I'm surprised we're
yeah,
67 episodes into the show and we have not used this pun or whatever it is. What is
it's
this called?
it's
What is
good.
this literary device? I
Uh,
don't know. I'm not a grammatician, but you get what I'm saying.
I'm not a scientist. It's a delight. But this makes sense because this is set in a recording studio,
hmm
which for some reason it is late at night, and Jessica is been tapped to read. I believe it's The Corpse Danced at Midnight.
Yeah. And
For they refer
for
to it
a
as books for the blind,
mystery
which is in
series for the blind, mystery
yeah,
books for the blind.
which anytime and this happens a lot. Anytime you see a product or an item or a device, then you're like, why does this exist? The answer is almost always for disabled people. Like just check
Sure.
yourself every now and then. If you say, why would anybody need this? Why is everyone so lazy? What would you? It's very often. And you need the general public to co-sign on it so
hmm
that those things can get mass produced.
Well, and I think the paradigm has
So,
shifted a little bit since maybe even since this was filmed, because now audiobooks are
oh,
really
sure.
pervasive, right?
Yeah.
Everybody listens to podcasts, audiobooks, people talking into microphones. It's part of our culture now, but I don't know that
Hi,
it
you're
really
listening to a
was.
podcast.
Uh-huh. I mean, outside of talk radio, I suppose it wasn't really, and maybe I'm just ignorant of what was around at the time, but maybe that's a reason why we have such a niche idea here, when in fact today it would just be an audiobook, right? With
Right.
accessibility features
Books
for
on tape. Yeah.
folks who are vision impaired or hearing impaired or those types of things.
Well, really what it also is, it's the funding. So that's what it also is
hmm
that this makes sense for people who are looking to fund a project and then therefore get grants or tax benefits or something like that, which is what I think we're led to believe
Yeah,
this is really for. And now they're like, we don't really feel like doing this.
sure.
For some reason, at the same time, they're doing a recording session for the Charlie Daniels band, not actually the Charlie Daniels band.
Stony
Um,
Carmichael. That's his name.
Stony
Stony
Carmichael.
Carmichael.
It's doing
Yeah.
he ain't got
Recording.
a woman to his name.
What do you think of the song?
Catchy.
It is catchy. I
It
found
is
myself bopping along.
very, yep, I've had it in my head. That this is an episode that comes up a lot in rotation.
Mhm.
So it's a fun one, and yet it has a lot of talkable elements. So I'm looking forward to going
Yeah.
through it with you.
Yeah.
It's got a pain in the ass murder victim. It's got a pain in the ass detective. It's got a lot of subterfuge. It's got a nagging wife. It's got a lot of stuff to,
There's
to
some really like
deconstruct.
some really stellar performances and some that are like, what is happening here? What is going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I gotta say, so starting out, Jessica is here at this recording studio reading her book. I don't love it. I don't love the way that,
Her rendition,
yeah,
I don't either.
she, I find it false. It's not a great read, for one thing. I wouldn't want to listen to this audiobook. It doesn't have any of the warmth or interest that I know Angela Lansbury is capable of. So I
Right.
don't know if this was an acting choice.
It feels slowed down, right? It feels like she's not actually speaking words. It feels like she's reciting text.
Right.
And that's, let's
It's
hear it.
rote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very rote.
He was discovered by Edie Babish on November 2nd at 3:30 in the afternoon. She knew it was 3:30 because she was late returning from her marketing. She checked her watch in the elevator, bothered that dinner wouldn't be ready. Nothing fancy, just her husband's favorite stuffed cabbage. But
I don't know why that
Mmm,
read. Stuffed cabbage.
she was
yummy.
equally certain about the location of the body. The man's throat had been slit, and he was making a dreadful mess all over her freshly scrubbed kitchen floor.
Mrs. Fletcher, excuse
Now,
me, would you take 2 steps back, please? Your voice is just a little bit too authoritative.
You mean too loud?
it's not. No, it's not just that it's too loud.
No,
It's
it's
just,
lifeless.
yeah,
It's
stuffed
not
cabbage.
communicative.
Nah. And what's interesting is that there's this odd sort of whimsy in the writing, such as the freshly scrubbed kitchen floor, like just the
Hmm.
way it's meant to be, haha. It's like a little clever. Like, oh,
There's a
I
musicality
don't
to the way it's written that she's not speaking it.
yeah, it has
Yeah, I agree.
no life. The
It's not
blind
about
deserve
being
better.
authoritative. The blind deserve better, once again.
That might be our title. Uh Yeah, it's just not good. And this is another indication of not all writers are performers. And I know we're going in a couple of layers here because Angela Lansbury is playing a character who's playing a character who's doing this and
Hmm.
such. Um,
Well, and that it might be a choice. It might be a choice to show that she's not really a performer, which I guess I don't know if I buy that as why it's a little lifeless, but we can run with it.
I don't like it. I don't like that
No.
element of her character. I don't like that choice made for this woman that we've seen deftly assume accents, deftly
Oh,
assume
yeah.
characterization
Well, and
when
I
it
know
suits
that
her.
maybe there's a different standard set for being overly articulate for the sake of a sound recording. Not that you and I adhere to any of those rules, but it's stunted. Something about it is just not delivering. And they make oh, this scene is also really fussy, right? Like move the stand 2 feet back, and then someone comes
Now
in
you can't
and
hear me anymore. I
oh
can't read it.
no, what are
Take
we
the
gonna
stand
do?
with you, you fucking idiot. Like it's just so labored.
So weird. It's a very strange interaction. And then the blind man, because we have to have a blind man about a story about reading books for blind people. He
Yeah,
comes in and he runs into the stand, and oh my gosh, what a terrible to do. It's
I know.
so nuts.
It's
It's
and
just such a
speaking of
nothing
of
thing.
of blind people deserve better. What do you think of this sweater?
Well, he's blind. Is that
From the
insensitive?
it's
I don't know. It's not
no,
good.
it's
It's not good.
it's a Save by the Bell backdrop.
I was gonna say this is an AC
Yeah.
Slater look right here. Maybe even a
I
Zach
know.
Morris. But the secretary, on the other hand, I can get
Look
behind
at
what she
this
is wearing.
denim.
Holy shit. Look at the
this,
hair.
what do you call teased? Is that what you call that? Teased hair?
It's a little Elvira, but dishwater
It's
brown.
it's short on top. There are layers because it's longer at the bottom and it's not quite Marky Post.
Hmm.
Um,
And these lacy purple tights and hot pink shoes. She
the
is going
studs,
somewhere. She is
her
going somewhere.
the pumps, the pink pumps. I live, and they
They're
match the
just
earrings.
superb. I mean, she really is a cartoon.
Oh
There's some
yeah.
fun looks in here, but this is the one that really pops.
Well, because her boss is like this. What do you call this? Linen suit, sort of.
He's wearing like Miami chic. He's going to the white party after work
Yeah,
tonight. It's a little sloppy, but also you talk about it. Rich people always wear white.
they
I
do.
don't know.
It is a
Is
sign
he a
of.
rich one?
I think we're meant to at least to believe that he carries himself as a rich man.
Yeah.
And Jessica even mentions that his wife wears very expensive nail polish.
Hmm.
We're led to believe that he's new money because he's married into it. This is yet
Yeah.
again another May December relationship
Yes, it
where the
is.
younger man is in with the older woman, and it's considered something of a not a scandal, but not a good choice. This episode has
There's tension immediately around
yeah,
it, right? Yeah. This is
immediately because he's kind of flirtatious with his secretary. There's no direct indication that they're actually having an affair, but
no.
the wife is mistrusting.
Well, oddly, the secretary is only in that first scene, if I remember correctly. She doesn't show up again. Or
She
maybe
does
maybe
not.
like very
Nope.
brief appearance. No, that's
I
it,
don't
right?
even think I don't even think she shows up because there's no reason for her because
No.
her boss is dead
She's not a
and she was
suspect.
gone by the time, guess
Right.
what, everyone? He dies.
I mean, what a great walk-on part for this actor. She really got to
Yeah.
serve. Show up, wear a ridiculous outfit, flirt with the boss, and collect
I
a
hope she got
paycheck.
to keep it. I hope she got to keep it because it's like
Me
that. What
too.
is the acid wash? It's so
Yes.
good.
Acid wash denim, full of grommets and buttons, and we're just watching it again, folks, because it's just too good.
It's too
She also
good.
has the most teeny tiny waist.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah. So this
tall
is what
piece
is
of
this?
work.
We pass through the wall of the hallway here. This indication. This is basically a high school auditorium wing. Like, but it
Yeah.
says Red River Recording Studio. So, okay. We pass by the cold drink station,
Hmm.
which is going to be important later. He goes from Studio A to Control Room A, which is where Charlie Daniels is recording. They're listening to his last session.
This is the boss, by the way. The white party boss is his name's Randy.
Randy.
Randy Whitworth. And he's the one who is meant
Randy Whitworth.
to
I don't know if
slightly owe the gal.
I don't know if the audio just stretched your voice because of an internet connection, but it sounded like you went Randy Whitworth.
Let's do it again. Randy Whitworth. I actually did say it that way, so it
Okay.
wasn't the sound,
It
it
was
was me.
okay. It was you. It gave me there's the Parks and Recreation that Bobby Newport is Paul Rudd and he's running for state government and the anti Bobby Newport ad campaign is Bobby Newport. So that's what it gave me. So Charlie Daniels is mad at Randy because
There's a
evidently
bootleg.
there's someone really gives a fuck about this guy enough to sell his music in advance,
I mean, he
like the
thinks he's
swap
pretty
meet.
important, but I don't know. This is so the context of this is this recording that they're doing, this band is for their comeback. They've been out of circuit for a long time, and so this is kind of a big deal theoretically.
Yeah,
But somebody's releasing these singles, and the only person who could be doing so must be in this environment where they have
right.
access to these recordings. So this is sort of the spark of motive here, right?
Yeah. Well, because obviously now things leak all the time. We have the internet, we have
Mhm.
MP3s.
It's kind of part
I
of the
mean,
culture to intentionally leak things.
yeah,
I honestly don't ever believe that a leak is accidental anymore. I think they're all designed.
By the label? You think they're sanctioned by the label?
I think most leaks are designed, or if they happen to be an illegal action, I don't think anybody really worries too much about it because it just, what is it? What is it? There's advertising and there's publicity. And publicity is better
Hmm,
because it's free, right? And so leaking things is just another way of creating publicity around media. So I don't know. I think this is very black and white, like, oh, I leaked my. Of course, now we don't really think that way.
right.
People drop
Well,
albums without any notice whatsoever, right? And everybody rushes and flocks to it because it's like a cultural moment, but then it passes. I don't think that's the way things worked 40 years ago.
yeah. Well, this is also pre-mastering.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff here. Like he's
No auto
upset because
tune.
right. And also, I mean, I know that there were always, I mean, I did grow up with the concept of bootleg CDs, certainly, but there was a certain, I don't know, effort that was made. Like you made your own album art, you put on that
Yes.
label on the actual disc, so it didn't say Maxell on it.
Hmm.
Um, Tape, I just sort of imagined sort of it just saying the company of a dubbed
Yeah.
blank tape.
Oh, you're so right. It was sort of a labor of love to like create your little library of music, right? And print your
Hmm.
labels and make sure
Hmm.
you wrote in the color marker you wanted. And
Hmm.
so true. Make me a
And
mixtape, Victor. Make me a
okay,
mixtape.
I have them. I have CDs that actually look like little vinyl records.
That's so cute.
I do. Um, do you actually have a CD player? Because the last time I sent you a DVD, you had to get your DVD player out of
No.
storage.
Well, I can play the CDs in the DVD player now. So
Well, see, look at that.
only in one room of the house, but I can do it.
I have two actual external CD drives because
Hmm.
computers don't get made with them anymore.
Ugh.
Pisses me off to no
Me
end.
too. Me too.
Because I do listen to CDs and I do have CDs, but
I have a book of
uh,
hundreds of them. I cannot throw them
yeah.
out. I just
When was the last
can't.
time you looked in that book?
I mean, in fairness, I looked when I moved recently because I was like, "Oh, this big book of CDs. Let's take a flip through." But before that, it must have been years. Years.
Yeah, yeah. Husband and I go through
Pre-COVID.
DVD. Oh, see, there you go. Husband and I go through DVDs every now and then, and when I moved across the country, decided some DVDs were more valuable than others, and put
Mm,
those in the wallet, while others I kept in cases. But I did keep the artwork for almost everything. I
yeah.
just have them shoved into the wallet as well, so that if I ever want to, I could technically get a shit ton of plastic cases
Oh
and put them
yeah.
all back together again.
Reassemble. Sure.
But I threw out a garbage bag worth of, well, actually, I donated them. I brought them to Goodwill, but they were like a bunch of empty
Hmm.
DVD cases.
I did the disassembly too, and I threw out the plastic case, kept the art,
Mhm.
the little fold-out book or
Yeah.
whatever, kept that in all of those in a few shoe boxes. But then as
Um,
time went on, I was like, I haven't looked at these. It's time to recycle them. Throw them in the incinerator. And so now I just have all the CDs in a big jacket.
ah,
Yeah, so I won't be
People, this is what
making
we
any money
had to
on
do.
eBay. Yeah.
This is what we had to do back in the day, folks.
I mean, in some
Imagine.
ways, I still think that way. I'm very resistant to even things like Apple Music or Spotify. I'm like, what is this newfangled contraption technology?
Well, and then it gets disappeared on us.
I
So
know. That's the most
maddening.
frustrating thing when I have my own tracks in my iTunes and they don't recognize it anymore. Those things are
Because
lost forever.
as entertainers, we made our own mixes
Exactly.
all the time. Yeah, I remember DJing for drag performers and being like, "Oh, I don't have my Here's my phone. You have to plug it in." I'm like, "I have the wealth of your world in my hands, so I
It's
can
too
play
much power.
this edit that you made with poorly YouTube sourced audio vocals."
Rip to
Ah,
MP3, baby.
yeah. Oh, things are happening.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Should we scroll back a bit? Yes, yes.
So Jessica's still reading, and Randy is sort of shining her on briefly. As like,
Hmm.
oh, it's such an important series. And we find out from our blind protagonist here, what's his name?
This is Greg, who we've seen
Greg.
before.
Yes, yeah, he was the killer. He
He
was the
was a
killer
murderer
in
in Murder in the
Murder in the
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Poor
He
Jessica Walter.
he smote his wife, Jessica Walter.
And we are led to believe that Jessica knows the wife a little better of the two of
I
them,
think they're friends, right? And he happens to be the hubby.
who
The-
in the last year had a car accident that left him blind.
Mhm.
So it's a new development. He's only
Right.
recently disabled.
And the person responsible for the accident was Randy, our white party boss, which they don't really
So we
get into
already
the
have,
details of that,
they
but
really don't.
that's a
They really
very
don't.
strange relationship already. And I also kind of want to talk about the relationship between Nancy, she's Jessica's friend, the wife of the blind man, Greg. I'll now refer to him as Greg because that feels a
Better.
little untoward. Yeah. They have tension immediately in this episode. Very, very strange. And obviously, because Greg can't see, Nancy is making faces left and right, reacting to him. And I feel like, Nancy, pull it together. What are you
I know.
doing?
When you give them the opportunity, I always wonder this because my mom, the woman who raised me, had deaf parents, and I always have to wonder if she was verbally less than kind on occasion because she knew she could get away with saying whatever she wanted
Mm,
about her parents when they pissed her
right.
off. All she'd have to do is slightly cover her mouth or turn to the side, and you can really get some stuff out that you're processing as needed.
Yeah. I mean,
But I
Nancy here,
also,
she might
yeah,
as well be like sticking her tongue out and going, "Duh, duh, 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 duh." She is so
she's,
much going on in her face in front of Jessica to try to communicate with Jessica while Greg's in the room. And Jessica
I
is
know.
so, she's just standing there awkwardly, like, okay, not my business. Why are you doing this?
Oh, but she laps it up. You know she does because she's Jessica
That
Fletcher.
busybody soaks up every
Um,
detail.
so we learned that the Books on Tape project is on its way out,
Right.
that Greg had attempted to extend it. It didn't last. And this is news to his wife because she
Yeah.
didn't know. What's her name?
And
Is this Sally Ann? Sally Ann. No,
Sally Ann, no, Sally Ann is the
the
young
young
country
ingenue.
gal. It's Nancy is the wife.
Nancy.
Yeah.
Nancy, as
And
played by
then
Wendy Phillips.
Randy, our white coat, is also confronting his employees here, Al and Earl, about the bootleg tapes.
Right. Because he doesn't like it, and he's not the one behind them.
No, because it compromises the contract with the Stony Carmichael band and
Yes, it does.
screws up what I think is also a takeover here, right? Because there's another character that pops in later who's the
Yeah.
business,
It's a
the
bit of a
money behind
merger.
the operation. Yeah. And they're nixing this mystery books for the blind program because of this merger. It's not making money. It's always about money. Always about fucking money.
Well, and he loves money because he married money. He married
Hmm.
Margaret Whitworth, who's played by Constance Towers, who I will always associate with Frasier. She plays in one
Yeah.
episode of Frasier where she was his piano teacher growing up and they had an affair, very The Graduate.
Yeah.
Although technically he was underage. They
Ugh.
go right past that. They pass
Hmm.
right past the fact that he was like 16. But she's a delight in that. And here she's a little bit more sultry and a little bit more dangerous.
She's kind of savvy. She's a little femme fatale. She's smart too. The way she talks to him and sort of while caressing his hand insinuates that she was married for her money.
Hmm.
She's very bold,
So play
brazen.
nice. Don't
Yeah.
fuck around. And it's actually a very
Yeah.
similar relationship that Jessica Walter had with our now Greg
Mm.
character, where it's the
Hmm.
older woman, younger man dynamic. Lee Merriweather will do this again in a future episode.
Yeah.
Like the older woman, this show has an agenda. This affluent older woman and opportunist younger man. This show wants to let you know
It's like
that it's not a good
propaganda at this
idea.
point. Yeah.
Uh,
She's really superb. I really like
she
her.
is.
Yeah.
Look at those earrings.
I
She's in this
know.
gorgeous midnight blue purple.
With a
The
leather
earrings
clutch of
are,
the same
oh,
color. Oh, it's so
yes.
yummy.
And
She
her
looks
nails,
expensive.
midnight mauve. That'll be
Hmm.
important later, folks.
Hmm. What just happened? Okay.
Frank gets out.
They're in the recording studio. Greg is standing next to Nancy who's sitting, and they make a joke, and he
He
fucking
throttles
grabs her
her.
neck and rings her around.
It's so, again, this is so, like, what are we? It's so labored. Oh, she mistyped the word formal. So Jessica said frommel. What are we doing here?
And
Really?
also,
And
Jessica
Jessica
is
makes a
so
point. What?
stupid that she reads it the wrong way.
And then has to make a point to it.
Oh
And then
my
there's like, oh,
God.
but sorry, that's my typing. Ah, like it's so
Let's mime
much
choke my wife for that one. What?
as they laugh. And yeah, it's all,
Everything is really uncomfortable, right? Like there's a level of discomfort under this very congenial, friendly surface that they all have. It's weird. It is
it's
weird.
bothersome.
The tone is so
Uh,
hard to like grasp onto here.
a old-fashioned car is really cool. Dick Tracy car shows up
Do you know
outside the
cars?
studio.
I don't know
Fuck,
cars.
I called it a Dick Tracy car. Absolutely, I don't know car.
Put it on the Instagram. Let someone else decide for us.
Oh, I bet there's a wiki. There is a wiki dedicated to
Oh, we'll find
cars
it.
in media. There absolutely is. There's also a weapons and gun wiki
Sure.
and a Cinemorg. I find information there all the time. Yep,
Hmm.
yep, yep, yep. So there's this, I don't know what you would call this, like cowboy in a suit, sort of
Yeah, it's Blanche's rich friend from Texas.
basically. And we haven't
Kinda,
seen
right?
this since that lawyer in Armed Response. Like there's this genre of
Sure.
man,
Yeah. Yeah.
bolo tie suit, like fancy, expensive suit, and then cowboy hat.
You are only going to see this in an episode that takes place in Texas nowadays, if that, right? Like it is
It's
laying it on thick.
so,
This
yeah.
is Dallas chic.
Oh, power went out. So just as this man arrives, he opens the door and the lights are out in the place,
Hmm. This is
which you
during
know
the
is
middle
never
of one
good.
of never. Something's going to happen. It was in the middle of Stony recording. It was the middle of Jessica recording. Al's in the booth with Stony. Earl's in
Right.
the
They
booth
they were doing
for
playback
Jessica.
on
Yeah.
Stony, which is important because
Yeah.
Jessica was speaking and he was just listening. So that
Hmm.
sound stopping was very important because that gives us an audio cue when we're all back. Because then
Hmm.
it's very much that clue when the record comes back on.
Yeah, it
Shaboom,
is.
shaboom.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. And they all wander back into the room together. Look at the
It's
dead
so neat.
bodies that have accumulated.
I love, I love set dressing. This studio that they have here, there are a lot of hallway shots. There's just a poster of Jodie Watley on the wall. I just think that's cool. I don't know why. It's just
Okay.
a real
Nothing else
person. I
interesting on
just
the walls, but that, yeah.
uh RFTW. Oh, who's that? Oh, I can't read it.
I know it's so
But that's Jodie
fast.
Watley. I know that.
Ooh,
I know
yeah, it
that body.
is.
Yeah. It's too disoriented.
It could be
It
like
might be
Wham or something, right?
like Hall and Oates. Yeah, it's something sort of nondescript. Although
Yeah.
it probably is from like some like catalog, and they just
I
said that's a
mean,
band.
this is J.C. Penney. Let's be honest.
But I love the implication that Jodie Watley, this is her studio. Like this is
Hmm.
this is where she
This is where
records.
she did her work.
There's also like a Kinks poster. Like you don't just put random artists on the wall. You put who works
No.
there.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a recording studio before?
Not like
Like
this.
this?
No.
No.
I've been in like news and broadcast recording studios,
Hmm.
but not never like music recording
Yeah.
studios.
Yeah. I think it's
Uh,
a fair interpretation of them. I mean, I think nowadays they're much more sleek and they don't have shit on the walls like this, but for the time it feels sort of
I think
appropriate.
because these are not the same building. I think what they're
Oh
doing is
no.
they're using an actual recording studio for those shots,
Hmm.
and then everything else is something else.
Right. Well, I think you're right because when you're in the booth of these shots, it's very tight. Like there's no
Yeah,
wide shots, so they have to be
you
really crammed in there with that equipment.
you you need the acoustics.
Hmm. Oh,
Um,
Randy was stabbed in the back.
oh,
Randy
Randy
was
is dead.
stabbed in the back. Not yet.
He's still alive. He's still
And he
alive.
said, someone stabbed me when the lights were out.
It was Buddy Hackett. Yeah, it's sort
That,
of
that son of a bitch.
a real quick moment too. And he's also that poor white jacket. That's how you know. And he was discovered by we didn't
That's
mention
how
her
you
yet,
know.
but Stony Carmichael's niece,
Right. Sally
who is
Ann.
sort of like
Sally Ann
this
Carmichael.
this quirky 16-year-old upstart
Yeah.
hanging out with her uncle, finds him and screams, and everyone rushes to find him
Everyone rushes.
slumped on his desk.
Greg was in the hallway taking his pills, and so he stopped at the water fountain to take his pills. Nancy went out to figure out what happened when the lights went out. Al was on the phone with Randy in the Carmichael studio. Jessica was in her studio.
And as far as
Let's
we
wonder
know,
where
both
everyone
of
was.
the recording, what would you call those people? The people who behind the booth,
Techs, we'll call them techs,
techs.
recording
Yeah,
technicians.
that the last we saw them, that they were still in their booths.
Yes.
So someone picked up the dagger, ran down the hall, and stabbed Randy. And now we have to find out who could have maneuvered in the dark. Perhaps a man who is always in the dark.
How convenient. Oh,
All
and we
right.
meet our lieutenant here. Oh my God.
22 episodes in, he is gunning for most unpleasant character
Most
in the season.
misogynistic asshole.
He
I mean,
knows we're
it's
doing a
so
post-mortem in a week. He knows. And he's
we're
like,
ready for it.
don't you forget me. Don't you forget
Hmm.
me.
I
This
hate this
three-piece
guy.
suit. Okay, so do you remember the also takes place certainly with broadcasting, but it's the New Orleans episode that dickbag detective there who talks down to her,
Yes. Dick back. Yes.
amped up. Leave it to a woman to find nail polish.
Oh,
I bet
jeez.
your books are charming. And
I gotta,
Jessica
ugh.
has to just work through it because she has important things to say.
Her
It's
tenacity is so admirable here. I don't know how she keeps her cool because he is the most unsufferable. And what he says, the things he says to her are so intentionally demeaning.
oh yeah,
It's not even just like his own misogyny sort of leaking out and sort of discarding her, but he's saying things very intentionally
right.
demeaning
He's
about
not even
women
like,
to her
hey,
about
little
her.
lady. No, he is
No,
he is he's not just thinking that she's an
so
innocent woman.
condescending. Yeah.
She's out of her element automatically.
Like she's simple or like common or a simpleton,
Yes.
right? Just because she's a
Yes.
woman. This is the guy that needed the knife in the back, not Randy.
Absolutely. There's George Strait
Ugh.
poster on the wall. Yet another person who did not record in the
Here we
studio.
go. Here we go.
Uh, I just don't think it happened.
Who do we know? Who will sign off
Um,
on the release?
I know. Well, it makes me wonder who on CBS, if these were all people who were on CBS records.
Good call. Good call.
I'd have to look them up. I do also appreciate there is a Stoney Carmichael poster in here as well to give some illusion that he is also an
You
established.
know, let's ground this reality here.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Me
that.
too. Some of our set dressings are pretty heavy-handed. This feels good. This is a nice little blend, aside from the very disparate selection of artists they have on the walls.
Well, yeah. Well, that's another thing too, is technically this is not a record label. This is a studio. So studios
Right.
are
You rent out
used by
space.
all different kinds of people. Like if you look at any credits, so what do I have a CD in front of me? I do have a CD in front of me. So I happen to have Tony Braxton Secrets
You
in front of me.
me high,
So just to give us
baby, 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 baby. Oh God.
baby. So in here, this is an album. This is actually a special edition. I bought it because they had the remixes on it. Does it say? Oh, under the personnel, if you ever look at any of these CDs, I don't know why I'm
Hmm.
showing this to you because you know Petra. I'm just saying this for the benefit of our audience. It has every single person who was part of the recording. So this says Kyle Bass, assistant recording tracks 3, 6 through 8, and 12. This one
Mm.
is then 2, 3, 6. Like every single person who's involved in the mixing, the backing vocals, mixing assistants, it's all listed here.
Oh yeah. Our
And
booth boys would be listed here on this
they
album.
would be. They
Yep.
absolutely would be. But I'm looking for where it says where it was recorded. That might be underneath. I'm trying to find. Oh, because this is a Legacy edition. It might not
Hmm.
have it readily available. But the record for this is LaFace. That's not the same thing as the publisher.
Oh, LaFace, of
Uh,
course. Yeah, they released. Were they TLC? Crazy
yeah,
Sexy
they were.
Cool? Yep.
Yes, they were.
Hmm.
I believe. I say that very authoritatively, but
It just
I
found
believe.
sounds so familiar.
Well, because I think it's L.A. Reid. I think that's where the law comes from.
Hmm.
But trying to find where it says the recording. But I have a distinctive memory of someone who went through the liner notes frequently as a child. Like if I bought like Bedtime Stories by Madonna, I
Oh,
would just go through
sure.
it and I would marvel at the fact that some of like an album of 11 tracks recorded in like 7 different locations.
Oh, sure. Well, so that begs the question here. They keep talking about recording contracts. Stoney Carmichael has a contract with these folks to record this stuff here. And if he backs out, then he has to pay costs, whatever, whatever. I have never really heard about what a recording studio contract is. What I am familiar with is production
Record
studios,
labels. Yeah,
record labels, right? They are the ones who have the contracts, and then they will source out space.
right,
And so,
right.
I mean, I think that's how it works now. So you would find like this is why this feels very legitimate to me because you would find a studio that has, or a venue, I should say, that has many studios in it, and then you rent out those studios accordingly, rather than, I mean, does this feel like this is conflating a record label and a recording studio a little bit?
Yes,
I think so
yes.
too.
Which it could
It's a little
be if it's
implausible.
a smaller scale.
Sure.
But this is meant to sort of have some prestige next to it. So I think they are for our benefit as audience members.
Hmm.
What are we? Viewers? Viewers. That's the word I'm looking for. As viewers, I think they're simplifying things
Yeah,
to a stronger degree,
sure.
which I'm sure is frustrating to people who actually know what they're talking about.
Hmm.
And we would find frustrating if it was any other industry that we actually knew anything about.
Absolutely.
So everyone's being frisked. We saw our engineer, that's the word I think I was looking for,
Al, yep.
in the
In his leather
Carmichael
jacket.
in leather jacket.
Algin, the old Western clad man who's financing this operation, he was frisked. Jessica was frisked.
And they found a knife
A steak
behind
knife.
the soda machine.
Pretty gruesome too. That thing was covered in blood.
It was a lot for Murder She Wrote. Yeah.
It
There's
is.
some gore. Like that
It is.
actually has tissue on it.
And it looks like blood. It doesn't look like corn syrup, right?
Yeah.
It looks bloody. It looks gross. It has that sort of dark irony quality to
Uh-huh.
it rather than that
Muck.
sort of bright pink that you might see in other properties. Fussy Jog with Greg.
With Greg. So Greg, relatively recently vision impaired, is
Mhm.
still insisting on continuing his life, his schedule, his activities almost fully, to his wife's chagrin. It is interesting, and I don't think I agree with her,
I have
but I could
trouble with
also
her argument
understand.
too.
Yeah, I could also understand what he already seems like a lot.
Uh-huh.
He seems like a lot already, and so a lot. Like he insists on stirring the eggs even though she's in the middle of it because he needs something else to do to
Hmm.
prove to himself that he's still vital.
He's capable and he is an equal force, equal contributor to this relationship and how they live. Oh, I need to hear what she says to him when they walk in the front door after jogging.
jogging. What a way to ruin a beautiful morning. How about some
That's right, baby.
there?
Woman after my own heart. She said it. Universal truth of the day.
She just doesn't know how to
I want to thank you both for letting me stay.
handle it.
Yeah.
And I can
He takes
understand
the
his perspective of needing to. He immediately grabs the phone, like he just can't
he won't let
stop.
her do it. He won't let her do anything for him.
Or for herself. She wasn't just making the eggs for him. She wasn't, I mean, if somebody's calling on the phone at the
Yeah.
house, it's her phone too. Like
Right.
there's just like I'm surprised he's not spreading the butter on Jessica's toast. Like he's so
Hmm.
insistent.
Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
And I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. They just got a call that our their Mystery Books for the Blind series has been officially nixed. Canceled.
Oh, and what's his name is dead.
Oh yeah.
Randy's
Oh
dead.
yeah, yeah.
Randy
Randy
Randy died
actually
on
dead
the
on
way to the hospital.
arrival, bit the bullet.
Yeah. And now
That's
we're
it.
hanging out with our cowboy who's now in his loungewear.
He's shown a lot of leg
A
for
lot
like
of chest too.
we're getting a lot of skin from this gent.
For this young man here.
You know what I like about him? He's
Um,
wearing those like aviator sort of sunglasses.
mhm.
They're sort of rose tinted, sepia
With that
toned.
little gradient to them.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's actually a very cool and specific costume choice. I know he's ridiculous, but I kind of want those glasses.
I wonder if the filming people, if the camera people were like, son of a bitch, when you have all these people with glasses on, because that makes such a difference in the way that you
Oh
frame
yeah.
shots.
Hmm.
Because suddenly you're in every reflection. Already
Yeah.
in the recording studio, all that glass.
Please.
Ah. So it's rather impressive that
I mean,
they managed to.
they carried off, yeah.
What was that whole point? What was the whole scene for?
They're basically
We
trying to appeal to this guy and say, please, please don't cancel the Mystery Books for the Blind series. And he's saying the only reason that series was greenlit in the first place is as a favor to Greg. I mean, by Randy, because he essentially blinded him, I guess. And
as a
he,
mea culpa.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Anglin here, he doesn't care about that. He cares about the money. It's not making money. So he doesn't owe anybody any favors. That's business, baby.
Douchebag McGee, alas.
Oh, our Lieutenant Faraday is back.
And he's brought someone with him.
Who's this
There's
cutie
this
next
other
to him?
gentleman. I know he's
He was the
probably
one
not
earlier.
nearly as frustrating.
He was the one earlier that said, "We found the murder weapon,"
Yeah,
with a big bright smile on his face. He does nothing here. He's just another
nothing.
body. Yeah.
It's just somebody who needs to be around, and they have a
Oh.
search warrant. Why?
Because his conjecture here
Yeah,
is that because Greg is blind and no one else can move around in the dark, and Greg lives every day moving around in the dark, that they must be able to find something that links him to the murder here.
possibly a steak knife.
Maybe.
The idea that you would take a steak knife from home to the recording studio so that at
Uh-huh.
a opportune moment when the power goes out, which already is, a very
Yeah.
opportune moment, but for someone who can't tell when the power is on or off, can you imagine thinking you made the power go off and then doing this in front of everybody?
I
How
know.
would you know for sure?
How would you know? It's such a stupid assumption.
But guess what? It was a steak knife.
It was a steak knife. They keep making reference to how everybody has come over from the studio, the office, to Greg's and Nancy's for barbecues, and they just had one. Make steaks, so of course steak knives, and that steak knife has been taken from their house. But
Someone
she
took
tries
the
to hide them in the dryer. Nancy
She
runs
hid
to
the
hide the steak knives in the dryer because she
in
doesn't want to
the
implicate Greg.
dryer.
What a stupid bitch.
Oh my
Nancy is
God.
a mess. Nancy needs to chill the fuck out.
Am I the only person? And this is not rhetorical, but I have a feeling it's specific. Have you ever been in a room and glanced around and said, "Where would I hide a murder weapon in here?" Knowing that if can you imagine your house being searched for whatever
Hmm.
reason, if a terrible thing occurs? You ever look around and go, "How would they find that?" looking at what a fucking mess my office is right now,
Oh
I'm
my
already
God.
like
All the stuff in a house. It would take hours, days maybe
in a
to go through
vent
everything.
in a like I like every drawer. If I like, there has like have you ever done that? Just glanced around and said, "Where would I have it?"
I mean, I
Or am I
haven't,
alone in
but I'm
this?
going to now. As soon as we get off this call, I will make a plan.
Like if I hid it in the paper container for the printer, are they gonna look in the printer container?
Hmm.
Now they will, because this will
It,
be on record. Now I can't
see,
commit any murders, and because this is now, yeah,
you've implicated yourself.
pre-implicated. It's just I don't know. I find, and that's why I think shows like CSI or forensic or like forensic shows. I'm like, how did there are so many places you could have put that besides where you did, and the dryer's not a bad choice, really, but
Sure. Although
it's
what
a choice.
all I can imagine is that she forgets and then turns it on later. Click, 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 click,
Click,
click.
click, click, click.
You're gonna ruin that dryer.
Oh my God.
So Greg's in hot
Custody
in the hot seat, yeah. Oh,
at the
actually, I
Green
want to hear this
Hills.
scene because I think this scene between Nancy and Jessica and Greg is actually really good. I know I'm giving Nancy a hard time, but I think she really shows up as an actor here.
Like what?
Well, could you tell if it was a man or a woman, for example?
Sometimes I can tell the difference, but not when they're wearing soft sole shoes.
But did they sound heavy or light? Did they move fast? Were they young?
He's not an eyewitness, Jessica. He's blind.
Nancy.
You're not Superman, Greg. You can't do everything by yourself. It will never be the same as it was before the accident. Now, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but that is the way it is.
I'll go and talk to Lieutenant Faraday.
No, no, wait, please, please. Nancy, I am happy. I have a wonderful wife, a good life, until I ended up here.
Why do you have to be so damn happy? So nice to Randy in front of me. Didn't you ever want to just bash his face in?
Stop it, just stop it. How do you know what I feel? You know what it's like to wake up every morning and open these eyes? Of course I hate it. And I hate him. But hating isn't going to get me anywhere. Isn't that right, Jessica?
It's certainly very destructive.
But you have to acknowledge it. You have to deal with it. You can't just push it down or it's going to well up inside.
You think I killed him, don't you?
I don't know you anymore, Greg. You don't confide in me. You don't let me do things for you. You have cut me off. Now all I am to you is your chauffeur.
Surprised he lets her drive.
It makes me think of Rose's sister.
She has to live, but being a blind person.
I
I
think that
know.
scene is really, really effective. It's actually really hard as an actor to raise your voice in a scene that way with it not running off the rails. And I think she's so focused and she has such an objective and such a point of view. It really kind of grabbed me after kind of a silly episode so far. Raised the stakes a little bit.
Yeah, it's a perspective that's not frequently talked about.
Yeah.
The partner of someone who is in an accident or is dying or is infirmed, there's an entirely different struggle that that person is going through.
Yeah.
And I think that this episode does handle that with care. I
Yeah.
do think she comes until we get to that point. I think she does come off as a nag, as a shrew.
I agree. I agree.
Um, Twist of it's a fair what do you call that when you change it on the audience?
Misdirect,
Kind of, but more
redirect.
like I can't think of it. But it's sort of like where you tell the audience one thing and then you surprise them with something else. You're like, well, that was
Mhm.
such and such.
I'm looking it up. No, can't find anything. Ooh, there's some fun words here. Some fun literary devices I've never heard of before. Chiasmus,
Chasmus, what does that mean?
intimidabile, anastrophe, hyperbation. Ooh, that sounds dirty. Spoonerism. Ooh. Anyway,
Ooh.
things we're learning today. I also want to say that Greg William Atherton, who we've seen before, obviously, in Murder in the Afternoon, which he was wonderful in. I think he's wonderful in that scene too. I think he's wonderful in this episode. It's no surprise that they bring him back to play another sort of heavy-hitting character in the series.
Hmm.
Rose,
Yeah,
please come home with me. I can't make it on my own.
and I have to say again, where it allows for dignity with a character that this could have gone in a very cartoonish kind of way,
Yes,
or an insulting
absolutely.
kind of way. It,
No.
this is aged pretty well
Yeah, I
because
like
it gives
Greg.
him, yeah, he
I'm
does not
rooting
play
for
likable
Greg.
characters a lot.
No,
He's the
because he's
douchebag
kind
in
of greasy.
Ghostbusters. He's the douchebag in Die Hard.
Hmm.
He's frustrating here because
Yes.
that's just his personality. But he's dealing with his own shit.
We
I
didn't
don't
mention that
know.
he had said that he felt someone run past him. We didn't mention that in the dark, and he heard something fall on the ground when he was at the water cooler to take his medicine.
Yeah,
So that's what they were sort of talking about in that interrogation room with Jessica and Nancy.
bait and switch, bait and
Bait and
switch,
switch, bait and switch. Of course, of course.
folks. It finally came to me. I was struggling, and it did not show up in any Google searches, but there it is, bait and switch. So we're back at the studio. Frankly, I mean, what are we up to? Guy's dead. Partner has assumed all of the assets.
Hmm.
Blind
That,
man is accused. What
mhm.
else is happening? Not a lot else is going on.
I mean, there's a lot of focus on just the human element here.
We haven't
The
even
relationship.
reintroduced the wife, have we?
No, not
No,
yet.
we haven't.
No.
So
We
there was
have
nail
our Al
polish
show
found at the
up.
scene, nail
Yeah.
polish that matched the wife's fingernails, which
Hmm.
indicates that she was there, and she was there. I don't know why she would have been doing her own nails. She seems like the type who would pay other people to do it
In his office, no
in his
less.
office.
And just leave the bottle with the lid off? Well,
Yeah, like
that begs the
as
question,
if it got
right?
knocked, as if it got knocked over.
Well, and frankly, we know that I think that's a clumsy writing
Red
element there
herring.
because it
Yeah,
doesn't really need to be there. It doesn't make sense that it's there when we know what happens in the end. We're like, why on earth would that even be there? It's
it's just a
so
red herring.
nonsensical,
It's just
right?
a red herring.
And
Yeah.
kind of a bad one too. It's not a good
Yes, it
one.
is. It's
Yeah,
a it's a it's
very
not a good one.
ineffective. I want it to mean something. I want it to be
It seems
a
purposeful.
Lila Lee clue, you know what I mean? But no.
It's a Chekhov's gun. Chekhov's nail polish.
Yeah,
That's also a good title. Think about that.
not bad. Not bad. If we hadn't used Chekhov's crossbow once already.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Uh, oh, and another detail that we didn't mention is that there
Mm.
have been blackouts occurring up until the murder point. So on
Repeatedly.
a few
Yeah.
occasions, in always in the evening, always during mystery mystery
The
books
bl
for the blind recordings
Mission.
and
Yeah.
during Stony Carmichael recordings.
Which puts those two engineers in the
Right.
suspect's
And
range
also, Greg is always there because he's
for the mystery books.
producing the mystery book series.
So is the question that the blackouts were just test runs? Perhaps.
And that's what Jessica says. I mean, I love the way her mind thinks in that moment. If these have already been happening and they're all happening at the same time, there's some funny
Hmm.
business going on here,
Hmm.
which of course our lieutenant will not give her credit for. That being said, I know he's the worst. She does break through to him.
She does. But she has to work so hard to prove herself as
Yeah.
viable to him.
Well, and because he's not aggressive. He's not like
And he
manhandling her or
doesn't,
anything. You know what I mean? He's not an
no,
aggressive,
he's a
physically
douchebag.
assertive person. He's just
No,
kind of slimy and, oh, your feminine wiles, right? Your female intuition. Fuck that guy. But he's
yeah,
not dangerous.
no, no. And he's dismissive and condescending. He's not direct and saying,
Right.
I don't respect you, go
No.
away. Which
He's
other
also,
detectives have,
right.
frankly.
He's also not necessarily dumb.
No,
He understands the logic that she brings to the table, and it's by her continuously coming back that sort of wears him down. Because
right.
every
She
point she
takes
makes is relevant, and finally, he's sort of on board. And by the end, we sort of see he barely gives her the
he's
credit she
he's
deserves.
a tough nut. He's a
Yeah,
tough nut to crack.
yeah.
And she's only doing that not really to help him through any catharsis. She's
No,
doing that just because she wants justice for her friend
right.
once again. We had a little
We
scene here with our ingenue
Sally Ann.
which indicates that she does not have matching nail polish to Monet Mauve. And she was in the bathroom when the murder
But
happened.
how did she get out of the bathroom and then find the dead body?
Yeah.
She again, she's not really a viable suspect here either. I know she's sort of laid out this way. Well, and frankly, Jessica, she does not care about how she comes off to this girl. She fully insinuates that she may be a suspect
Oh yeah.
in the
Yeah.
murder, and she could care less that this girl is bothered by it. She's like, oh
I
well,
love her. I love her styling though.
I
What a
know.
mess. It's so she has this rope on her sleeve. What is
Yeah.
that?
This
What is
embroidery
that?
detail, like a pearl strap.
Like this would be great for like a community theater version of either The Music Man or her as Columbia in Rocky Horror. Like it's just
Yes.
so incongruous with the era as well. Like
Yeah. She's rocking a side pony.
it's
She is also wearing
so mall
pink
chic.
lacy tights. Our Secretary Cheryl was in purple lacy tight. What is with the lacy tights?
There were
It's
things.
very
Do you
Lolita.
So I paused it real quick here
Yeah.
in front of the office. Do you notice this little cat
Yeah, what is that?
silhouette on the door? What is that?
What is that?
It's like a little decal that's on the door.
I mean,
It's
kind
either
of
a devil
adorable.
or a cat. I don't know.
It's
Or
got to be a cat.
oh, sure.
Wait, when the lights turn on, is it still there?
Yeah,
Yes, it is. It looks like Totoro.
I think it's what's keeping the door open. I don't think it's actually painted on the door. I think it's like a door
Ah,
stop. That's so
okay.
odd, though. What an odd little thing.
What a choice.
So Jessica's back in Randy's office. She's going through his open agenda book, checking the phones.
Hmm.
And guess who shows up? The wife.
In a great scene. God, she's chic.
She is.
You
The
know what
shoulder pads are a little much, but yes, yes.
she has kind of a Blythe Danner quality to her.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
like that a lot. She and her style reminds me of our wife in Murder in the Minor Key. You know what I'm
Yes,
talking?
just
Yeah.
tad. A bit, yeah. A bit.
She's very
Um,
tall, slender. She wears these sort of tight-waisted but flowy garments. Very beautiful.
far
Shall
more
we hear them?
assertive, however.
Oh
Yeah, we
yeah.
should.
Tell now, Mrs. Fletcher, ma'am.
Mr. Anglin, I was just waiting for you.
Could have been a long wait. Well, I want to give you your tape. You just hold on. I'll go get it from Earl. You know the widow?
Well, I suppose Carl meant that as an introduction. I'm Margaret Whitworth.
Jessica Fletcher. I'm so very sorry about your husband.
It was a great shock. When you say goodbye to your husband in the morning, you never realize that those would be the last words that you will ever say to him. You never dream that the next time you see him,
She's putting on a
he-
performance here,
Hmm.
and Jessica doesn't buy it.
Must have been
She sees right through it.
That's such a perfectly lovely black dress. It's crepe de chine, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so.
That's such a pretty pale shade of nail polish you're wearing. Monet mauve, isn't it?
Well, you certainly know your nail polishes.
That is such a coincidence. You know, a bottle was dropped right here. Lieutenant Faraday found it the night of your husband's death.
Well, there's nothing clandestine about coming to see your husband at the office, is there?
Oh, of course not. I just can't help but wonder why you felt it was so important to make me believe that you didn't.
Well, well, well.
Oh, she is so shaken.
Yes, and this is not the this is a recent situation that she's dealt with before, with wives said that they weren't there when they really were there. We just had this in No
Mhm.
Accounting for Murder too.
Literally.
Now, do you believe that Randy and Miss Whitworth were in love? Because she doesn't seem like the grieving widow, but she
No, I
was the
don't
one
think
with the
so.
power.
I think it was based on sex and power. I don't think there was love there.
He already owned the radio station, or the recording studio, right? She married into it, or is that her?
I think they married and she was able to finance his position in the
Right.
studio. I think that's what they
So
sort of
now,
implied. She was the money behind his operation.
right. So it was his passion project,
Yep.
her financing, and now
Hmm.
she has inherited his passion
Right.
project, which she then might sell to our Mr.
Algin?
Algen. Yeah. Our cowboy,
Anglin.
our
Anglin. Yep. Carl Anglin. All right. She's
we
so
got
nosy, this bitch.
a little moment between Charlie Daniels and the niece. The niece wants to be taken seriously and say, well, obviously I'm an adult. I'm on the road all the time. He's like, you're on the road because that way you can't slut around at home, basically. Like it's such a
Right.
your father has me here because he's worried that about you in this small town. I'm like, damn,
Right.
you're never gonna be a star, honey. You're just here for the road. We have this pivotal moment where
Oh,
husband hands the wife something to do in the kitchen because
they're
he's
all better
accepting.
now.
That's how it works.
Victor, they're gonna be okay.
They're working through it. You can make the coffee, honey.
You make it
Uh,
better anyway. Oh, geez.
I mean,
What a
possibly.
slog.
It's so, but there's this moment like where she looks at him with such,
We gotta talk about this kitchen for a second also. Look
yeah,
at just pause. Just go back to that wide shot in the kitchen and look at their counters.
this is great for an audio podcast, but yes, I'm
I
getting
know.
there.
This
uh,
kitchen has been clumsily put together for this set. And the only reason I say that is because there's fully what would be an L-shaped extended counter that is
oh my
not
goodness.
connected. Do you see?
Oh my goodness.
It's not
So,
flush, it's
you know how
crooked.
I said that in any other industry that we knew anything about, we would find these little shortcuts to be annoying and frustrating? I believe we have found one.
There it is.
Yeah, what the hell is that all
It's a
about?
mess. It's a mess.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
this a movable island that's just tucked up
absolutely.
here?
Absolutely.
It's
It
terrible.
could even be like a bookcase that they're refashioning and just facing
Right.
away.
Right.
Like
Or
this
some sort of
was
reception desk from a hotel scene or
it does read that.
ugh, it's
Yeah,
not good. It's not
it's not
good.
good.
Wow.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
terrible. Also,
Terrible.
what is with cabinets without handles?
I don't know. Especially white
Why do we do
with like
that?
oak trim. No thanks.
Do you have any idea the grease stains that are going to appear on that white linoleum on that white finish? It's just
There's nothing beautiful about their home.
no, this is ugly. This is
This with these
terrible.
like kind of gross pea yellow curtains and this one ceramic duck in the window.
It's a cookie jar.
Oh, and a lone telephone in the very center of the counter.
Yeah,
What
that's an
is
office
this?
telephone too. Like that is it's not a rotary, it is a push dial,
Oh
but that is an
God.
office telephone. And this would be glass lamp structure
It's
over the round table.
it's like sort of Tiffany coated, but ugly and not.
The way that it's painted, though, it actually reads far more like Richard Scarry. Like it doesn't read.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, audience at home, sorry.
This is a
Uh,
mess. And that phone is only on that countertop because they had to take a call.
yes,
There's no other
yes.
reason for it to be there. Where also is where is the cord to the wall? Where is the phone line cord to the wall? It ain't anywhere.
Oh yeah, no, that's not a real. Yeah, no, no, none of that. Photos. I'm gonna take a picture of this. We'll put it on the pod.
This is the
See
worst set we've seen.
and we feel strongly about
I'm
it.
sorry. This is really, I live in the kitchen.
I know,
And a
I
functional
know.
kitchen is a beautiful thing. This
And
ain't that.
we encourage folks to go to Petrified Presents on YouTube and watch.
And watch Petrified Tries.
Oh, we have the side shot too. There's another duck, so there's a motif. Two ducks does not make a motif.
No. I think my mother had those ducks.
You remember when geese were on everything?
Yes.
Do you remember
We've talked
geese
about this before.
with
It's
little
such a
ribbons on
thing.
the neck? Have we? Oh yeah,
Yes,
oh
yes,
yeah,
we have.
yeah.
It was such a product of this time, too.
Jessica's listening back to the tape and she's like, "Oh my goodness, could you? My
That's my
voice.
voice. My
Oh,
voice. Oh.
I do sound terrible. You're absolutely right. No wonder they canceled the series." Um, the only reason we're doing this is because we're listening to Jessica's tape and
Yes.
Jessica's on the phone, and the detective has to hear her voice and thinking that she's speaking to him because we
Oh,
need to
you
remind
heard a
ourselves that
recording of
cassettes
me.
exist.
Yeah.
Do you
You
know
heard a
it doesn't
recording of
sound
me.
like real
Oh,
people?
a recording on a cassette from a little
Also,
Casio boombox. Are you kidding?
when the phone rings, what is the first thing you do if you're listening to music or the radio or the
You turn that
TV?
shit off, bitch.
Yes! What the hell is going on? In any other universe, Jessica, who cannot handle when people do things at all divergent to the normal, would be like, and he didn't turn off the TV. He didn't
Uh-huh.
turn off the radio. And wouldn't you, at the time of a phone call, do that? He must be the killer. At any other opportunity.
She's
Anyway,
just she's swimming in her own voice. She can't help it. She doesn't want it to stop.
I gotta tell you, we're reaching our killing story here. We are about to
Like
unmask.
6 minutes left.
Who cares?
I'm exhausted. I'm
This
gonna
is the
have
least
nightmares about that
exciting alter.
goddamn
Like
kitchen.
this is the
Ugh.
least exciting possibility that it was the engineer, and they try
Yeah.
to save face by saying he did it in a blackout. And do you want to tell the audience how he
Yeah.
maneuvered in the dark?
I'll say. So he's a biker. He's a motorcyclist and he has his leather jacket, but he also has a big old black helmet.
He has his leather jacket. The leader of the pack here, everyone.
And what happened when he left the night of the murder, he didn't bring his big old helmet with him. And so he comes back to the studio now that it's been opened up for everybody without his helmet. He was also the one that was on the phone with Randy at the time he was murdered.
Stabbed,
Jessica's
yeah.
little clue is that, oh, it's you're hearing my recording. It's not my, it's the record. Oh my. Al played a recording on the phone with Randy, has been planning this for weeks or months, has been coordinating a blackout because he installed some sort of master switch on his booth panel or whatever, turns it out, puts on his infrared helmet, rushes through the hallway while the tape is still playing for Randy, stabs him in the back, rushes back past Greg, throws the knife down next to him, lands in his studio, turns the master switch on again, and he's still sitting there on the phone while Stoney Carmichael and everybody else can confirm that he's there. So that's what happened. Dumb
Why
as
did he do
fuck.
it? Why did he do it?
Because he was accused of bootlegging? He was the one that was releasing the bootlegs. But where were the stakes? What reason did he have to do this?
I don't know. I don't know.
What is happening?
It's important just because they decided to tell us that it's important.
But there were never any
It's
consequences listed. I mean, we know that Stoney was angry, but no one is on to this guy. Nobody knows he's doing it. He could get away with it. Why is he killing Randy?
and why did he have to do it like this? This
It's
is so
so
complicated.
convoluted. That means that because Greg takes his medicine by the water tank every night at 8, so he knew he would be there.
And
It's
he
just
wanted it to
so
be Greg
not
then, right?
so.
And he doesn't
Because he
hate
wanted
Greg,
us to believe. He wanted us to believe
that Greg
that
did
Greg
it.
was the only one who could move in the dark and get around.
But he doesn't have anything against Greg.
No.
So why would he choose this method to fuck over Greg?
Talk about incongruous. This is so dumb.
And he doesn't confess.
No.
He just says anyone could have done it.
No. What they need to find is the tape recording
Yes. And
that
guess
he
what?
had on the
Of
phone.
course he still has it. It's just
He
somewhere
did
on the
not get rid
wall.
of it, right? It's just he just stuck it right in the wall with the other tapes. Well, and the whole idea here is that he didn't take the helmet out when he was searched. He left it in his little booth, and he didn't bring it with him because he was afraid one
That
of
they
the
would notice.
officers would recognize that he had infrared sight in this.
I
What?
love I love this flashbacks of the full infrared too. Like
Oh,
that's
I mean, it is
so
good. It is good.
red dark room moment. Like it's
Hunt for Red
so
October, baby.
oh
Uh,
my God.
so bizarre.
And then they have to then so the gag is that misogynist detective has to will have to go through every single tape
Hmm.
to find it to
Yeah,
make this stick.
right.
Jesus Christ.
It's so
It's
belabored. It's
so
so
and he's still
exhausting.
little ladying her. He's still like, don't you worry, little lady. Don't you feel embarrassed. I'll make him confess. I'm like, after all that, you fucker.
You son of
Okay.
a bitch. But she still at the last minute is like, "Did you find the tape?" No. Well, you better start looking, dipshit. Oh my
Or make him
God.
confess. I mean, that's the other way around too. I mean, technically, our Greg actor here did not confess in Murder in the Afternoon either. It does
Right.
happen more often than I recalled.
I mean, it's
I
happened. It was
didn't
the
think it
last
happened.
episode we watched. It happened. He didn't
Yeah.
directly confess. He was just carried away. And this one, he just gets carried away. You'll never get away with this. You can't prove it. So I guess that's appreciated. Oh, I also do want to just give that character Al, our killer, played by Frederic Lehne. I don't know if I've said that right.
Mm.
It's Lehne. He is cute.
You enjoy him?
He is cute. You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Wiley,
Oh yeah,
our
our
detective
acting
Wiley,
sheriff
or
from
yeah, yeah. He's a very good
this
looking guy.
that floppy hair.
Hmm. And he has a great career. He's been in all sorts of shit.
What's his name?
His name is Frederic Lehne, Lehne. But he was in
Oh,
Zero
there
Dark
we go.
30. He was in Ordinary People, The Greatest Showman. So he has great credits. But the thing is, he has so little in this episode, right?
Oh sure.
His character is riding on a motorcycle in his leather jacket and sit back in his recording studio booth and say almost nothing.
It's just a means. Like that's the thing. It's actually just more important that they are clever than they actually make it make sense.
Yeah.
This writing is so insistent on being clever on how a person did it. It doesn't take any account of how belabored it is
Yeah.
and how incongruous it is that this is not how people work. This is not how
No.
humans think things.
This excessively convoluted plot and plan that he's been working on for how long to frame a blind guy, to kill a guy who really has nothing on him. For
over
what reason?
bootlegs, over bootlegs.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's just not
I don't
there.
know.
It's just
It's
not
it's
there.
not
Give me
there.
some embezzlement. Give me a love triangle, something. He was in love with his wife. Give me something.
Anything.
Like
Anything. There's nothing
that the
here.
wife dumped him for him. Like give me that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's not great, but it's something.
Yeah.
People are people. People make stupid decisions over things like that.
Hmm.
Sure.
I remember liking this episode more.
Yeah.
I really did. So I remember sort of vaguely thinking like, oh, the lights went out and then a blind man is to blame. I'm thinking,
Cool
oh, that's
idea.
kind of a cool idea. Yeah. But now that we've actually tried to
Beating it to
sense
death.
make here, there's none. It's
It's
so
a fucking mess. No.
messy.
It's not a strong ender either. This is the
No, it's
last
not.
episode of the season. It doesn't read grand, though we've talked about this, that a lot of their finales don't
They
necessarily read
don't.
strong. There's no real
Frankly,
finale moment,
the
but
Days Dwindle Down would have been a better end to the series. At least there's something going on there. But I think because they're taking such a swing there, they don't want to define the end of this the season that way. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows what they were thinking.
I
But
don't know. And a lot of these shows were probably done, especially when Angela Lansbury was negotiating her timetable.
mhm.
Things could have been
Yeah,
filmed at the same time. Like a
yeah.
lot of these things could have been going on
Mm,
really close to each other. They did may not have known the order, the season order, because
yeah.
not a lot of these actually matter which order you put them in.
No, no. And we don't think we think of season finales needing to be big cliffhangers, right? That's how TV is written today, which I find frankly kind of frustrating, but I do want to feel satisfied when I've watched a season of TV.
Hmm.
I don't need a cliffhanger that makes me wonder what's going to happen in the next season so much, but I do want something that is really polished, really well written, and represents that season and that show to its best. And this is not that, right?
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Well, it's also interesting because this is one, two, three, four, five, the fifth episode in a row not in Cabot Cove. So we're
Yeah.
really seeing a push in this
Hmm.
direction. Season three is season threeing. Like we've been
Hmm.
seeing this the whole time.
Yeah.
This is really taking a lot of
Right.
choices, and this one takes concept over content pretty considerably.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We we rush the concept of the tense marriage.
Hmm.
We don't have a lot of satisfaction when it comes to what's going to happen with the recording studio. The wife disappears, the owner disappears. None of that's really important. As far as we know, the tapes for the blinds is not continuing.
Yeah.
So
So why?
guy we barely care about was killed by another guy we barely care about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you even feel it in the way Jessica speaks to these people because she's not afraid to offend anybody. Sally Ann, the widow, Anglin, she just says whatever she wants because she doesn't care about these people either. She's moving on.
Right. With her authoritative voice.
Yeah.
It's got bigger things to do. Yeah, it's all just a little uh
So I'm trying to find what I like here. I think I kind of called it out. I like that scene in the interrogation room with Nancy and Greg. I think
mhm,
that's really fine acting, and it's kind of out of place in the rest of the episode, right? Because we get this real emotional, real scene between people going through a hard time.
mhm,
And so that's kind of the thing I like in this episode, or that I really latched onto when I was rewatching it. Oh, those are good performances by good actors playing complicated people. Everything else is folly. Everything else is a chaotic little circus
mhm.
that doesn't really deliver.
Peters out. I feel like it's sort of peters out. And I don't know if
Yeah,
that's because they ran out of steam. I think they came up with the idea and then tried to write an episode around it.
I think you're right.
And I that can work if it's a good enough concept. I don't think this is a good enough concept.
No, it's not.
And again, it only takes place in a recording studio because it could take place in a recording studio.
Yeah,
You could have done this in TV. You could have done this anytime, anywhere also where a recording would have been useful. Um, and since we're already pretending that a recording will sound like a human being, could have been anywhere.
good grief.
So,
Well, and you make a point. Do you think that they were like, oh, we need something really cool to end season three with? what about this title, Murder She Spoke? And then everything is sort of built around it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if they even went in that direction. I think that since this show was so episodic and they treat it as such individual moments,
Yeah.
I think it just shook out this way that when they
Mhm.
had their shooting scripts, that just ended up being the last to be edited. And which I don't mean or worked out with where they were shooting. Because you have to consider also so many of these episodes require recording studios of their own.
Yeah.
So in a very similar way, they have to find places and do like the people in charge of scouting and finding locations and scheduling those locations and getting extras and making sure that the set is ready.
Hmm.
Huge undertaking.
Yeah.
And I think it just so happens this is the last episode. It
Hmm.
just so happens. Yeah, he is handsome. We're looping back, and yeah, our Frederic is a handsome guy.
He is
I do
he's
have a
very
question.
cute.
You know makeup a
Yeah.
little better than I do, even though I spend a great deal of my life in it. Is there a reason that Nancy's under eyes look like an
Oh,
entirely
they're
different shade?
totally ashed out. What I
What is
would
that?
guess is that she's wearing a concealer that doesn't have enough warmth in it on her under eyes, and she's probably experiencing some sort of like shadow fallout on the top of the cheek and right under the eye.
It's
So
the entire
two things.
episode.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
It's death becomes her.
She looks like, yeah, she looks like she needs Ernest Menville to paint her face up.
Yeah, it's that cadaver blue.
Yeah.
It's so distracting.
Yeah. My guess is that the makeup artist used a concealer because she had some sort of dark circle problem going on that, doesn't read super well on camera. And they chose the wrong shade and as a result, she looks like a cadaver. Because the rest of her face is good. I mean, you can even see it though on the widow here. You can
Yes, you
even
can.
see this sort of dead color under the eyes here. So they have a
Yes.
poor makeup artist for this episode, particularly for the women. But you'll even see Randy, he's wearing makeup, and he looks orange as Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's meant to be like a spray tan thing, I think.
It reads.
That I think they're allowing him to be. He also he gives me he gives me a little bit that Richard Bamer from As the Days Dwindle Down
Mm.
from our last episode, The Sun.
Yeah, oh sure.
He's very much in that there was a face that people looked like at a
That
certain
sort of
point.
slightly curly hair. He's
To
very
to a
handsome.
to a slightly more sim degree,
Mhm.
the actor who plays Jeremy on Golden Girls, who was in Murphy Brown, there's sort of a for some reason
Yeah,
he's in that
yeah.
same ilk. And the best friend in Charles in Charge. I don't know. There's a
Jeremy.
genre of men that,
Jeremy,
that
be serious.
he falls into. Uh, so final thoughts, not considering that this is the finale, because they didn't necessarily know that it was the finale. Episode just withstanding. Final thoughts?
My final thoughts are it was so much fun to be mad about this episode.
Yay! That's what we're
I
here for,
think,
folks.
right? I think this is sort of like a standard episode of Murder, She Wrote and one of the
Yeah.
below midline episodes. Do I think it's the worst of the season? No. Do I think it's a real shame? Yeah. I don't know. I don't have much more to say about it. I like some of the performances and then some really just disappear.
Yeah, well, it's riddled with red herrings because
Mhm.
the solution we can't solve. I don't think that this is an episode
No.
that they're intending the audience to guess.
We would have to know that there was some sort of red light
Yeah.
camera or vision in that helmet, and we just
Why
don't.
would we know that? Why would
We
we know
can't
that?
we can't play along. We just have to
Right.
enjoy the batshit fashion of the ladies here and
And the douchey guys.
sort of
Because
be
I can tell
moved
you,
along by the
Stoney's not
premise.
particularly friendly.
No,
Owner's not particularly friendly.
Penguin, no. Randy's not
Uh,
friendly. The only like really friendly guy aside from Greg is Earl, who was doing the production in the booth for Jessica's book, and he has
yeah,
maybe 3 lines in the whole episode.
he is a little bit more. She does talk to him directly. She has a scene with him,
Yeah.
but
I think
he's
he's
not
actually
given
one of the
any.
better performers. It's a shame that he
Mm,
doesn't get more when some of the others do.
yeah.
Oh, the song's a bop.
It is, and I don't like Charlie Daniels as a human being, and he's dead now,
Yeah.
so who cares?
Yeah.
But interesting choices.
What are your final thoughts? What do you think?
I thought I did like this episode more than I ended up liking it. It's fine. It's again, it's if you're listening, if you're watching in sequence and you go from, I don't know, if you happen to be going from days dwindle down and you let this run into season four, suddenly A Fashionable Way to Die is a lot more fun and it will make you forget about all of it. It's another on location, but it's a more interesting location. It's got a lot more stakes involved. It's sexier. It's a lot more stuff going on. It's an excellent way to start season four,
Yeah.
actually. So in comparison, it does kind of become those blue circles under the eyes. It does sort of not blend
Mm.
well.
Title option
Yeah.
number 3. Blue circles under the eyes.
But it's fine.
It's
It's fun.
really interesting that 2 episodes ago, we were talking about the episode that takes place in Idaho, which frankly, when I was preparing for, I was like, oh, this is going to be whatever. And we had so much to talk about. And this, we're talking about bad eye makeup and incongruous details.
Well, because that's what we got. That's what we give. And I fucking hate this detective. I fucking hate him.
He
So
is
it's not enjoyable to
insufferable.
experience that.
No,
Um, Partially because I don't like Jessica being spoken to like that.
no.
I don't like people in general. I mean, are you that kind of person where when you hear people you overhear people like in the grocery store or at a restaurant and one is being really rude to another that you get it's unpleasant.
Oh, sometimes it takes every ounce of fortitude I have to not say something.
Yeah.
And it's not my business. Those things are not my
No,
business, but I just I just can't
I don't
handle
like
that
it.
shit.
I don't like it. Well, all's well that kind of ends. Again, this huge day in the life, weekend in the life of all of these characters, and
Mhm.
we're left with all of them being in flux. They all have
Every
something else
single
going on
one.
the next day.
Well, Greg and Nancy are happier, so we can be
They
happy
are,
about
but
that.
they don't have a solution because their project got ended. So what's
Yeah,
their jobs?
they're out of work.
Do they
At
do
least
something
they
else
have
at the
each other.
studio? I mean, he obviously worked at the studio before the accident. So what was his job? Does he still have that job? Does he still want that job? Like, who knows? Who fucking knows? And unfortunately, the writers don't really care.
No, and as a
So,
result, neither do I.
well, next week we have our post-mortem on the entire series. It's when we get to talk about our highs, lows, and everything. We do encourage you. They are marathons.
There are a lot. We're gonna talk.
We're gonna talk.
We're
We're gonna
gonna
talk.
talk.
We are. We're gonna talk about some specifics.
Hmm.
And we have some new categories. We have some shake-ups, mix-ups. I'm looking forward to it. It's some of
Yeah.
it's really satisfying. And you and I have to decide what our bonus is going to be.
I was gonna say, we don't actually know. We haven't landed on anything yet. We've decided our next bonus for the Halloween season, but not this one.
Correct. So that'll be after the season, right? That'll be, do we have get a full season? How many weeks are left in this year? Let's
In
see.
this
Season
season.
four. We did do the math. I think
Yeah, we
season
did.
four is
Yeah. We're gonna be finishing season 4 around
22 weeks.
mid-October, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
22 more weeks.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, how many weeks until Halloween? No, I don't want days anymore. I know I said that. Hey Siri, how many weeks until Halloween? 27 weeks. Yep.
Yeah, it's all right.
Because actually we're a couple of days ahead. So I keep thinking
Hmm.
this is coming out next week. We
Yeah.
actually are. We have a
We
couple in
got
the can.
some in the can.
Well, delightful. Fun had by all. Season four is also sometimes quite bonkers, but in a lot of ways it is a return to form. In a lot of ways, it is what we expect out of a murder she wrote. I think they figured out some of the more outlandish
Hmm.
and decided what would work if they stayed within that realm.
Hmm.
Uh,
It's tightened up a bit. It's more focused, and it sort of understands its brand, I think, a little bit more clearly.
yeah, but
Yeah, even when they take the swings.
we get more Michael Haggerty, we get more Emma McGill,
Hmm.
we get to spend more time in the beauty salon, which is a lot of fun. More Uh,
And is that my Ashley Vickers that I see there?
yes, it is. It's
Oh
Trisha
my
O'Neill. Very
God. Oh,
excited because
Trisha O'Neill. She's coming back.
she is. We have a lot of repeat ones. We also will have
Hmm.
a lot to talk about because there's some Indigenous discussion to be had
Hmm.
in representation, how that's gonna go. We have some espionage. We go to the wine cellar. We go to Saskatchewan for the rodeo. Sure, why not?
Yeah,
Shirley
let's do
Jones
it.
is hanging out. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, and Grady's getting married. We meet his fiance finally.
Debbie's
Let's
it.
just say someone's killed with a fish. So, you know,
We thought
isn't
season
that how
three was
we expect it?
outlandish.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Uh,
yet, this one seems just a little bit more staid.
yeah.
So yeah. Well, thanks for being a part of all of this. Thanks for a great season, Petrified.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This is a good time as any, folks, to like, follow, and subscribe if you are just catching up with us. There's so many to listen to beforehand. We got like what, 60 some episodes
This will
already
be,
out.
yeah, we have 67 that I just edited today.
Shit.
Right? We doing it. We doing
We
it.
are doing it. We are doing it. I
Can't
haven't
believe
checked to
it.
see when we will be finished. I haven't done the math to figure out how long we've committed to.
It feels so
Uh,
daunting.
but I gotta tell you, there are 12 total seasons and then some movies. So
We've got lots ahead. That
what
means
is
we're
3 out of
barely a
12?
quarter of the way through. Barely a
There we
quarter of
go.
the way through. Not even with those movies.
I think we can take our time with those if we so feel like it though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then what? Who's to
Then what?
say? We
Then
we too
what?
are in flux.
Maybe we'll have been invaded by aliens at that point and we won't
Ugh,
have to worry about it.
comet hitting the Earth. That's okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to do my taxes anymore.
As long as we get to finish the series.
Okay, that's fair.
If it happened the next day, I'd be okay.
That'll be our finale.
Perfect.
I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified.
and this
And this
was
was
season
tonight.
3 of Tonight.
Oh, you threw me through a loop there. How
I
dare
did. I thought
you?
I would get it in before you said it. Sorry. This was
Season three
season 3
of
of Tonight
tonight
on
on
Murder, She
Murder,
Wrote.
She Wrote.
It's because if we do those pauses, then I was like, oh, can I do it? Nope.
I
Oh, well.
too quick for ya.
Let me finish those
Gotta be
eggs for you.
faster than that, Devon.
Uh,
The stupid kitchen. Stupid, stupid kitchen.
what are these like bleach bottles on the wall over
Right?
there? Do you see that?
You don't keep those in the kitchen.
Why are they pink? Do they just like I don't
It's like
understand what this house is.
commercial
Oh,
restroom hand soap or something.
that's the laundry room. We're seeing into the
Ugh.
laundry room where the dryers has all of their steak knives, which is not a good place to keep your steak knives, people.
No, no. I better move mine. Whoops.
And there's just this random dowdy nightgown hanging out here. What?
I hate their house.
This is a trailer. Like this is barely a house. I don't think they had a full house that they were working with. I think this
Mm-mm.
is a piece of a set that they're working with. And so they just shrank everything together.
It's a California tract house.
I don't like it at all. Well, bye.
I'm gonna go peruse some real estate listings.
Ooh,
See ya.
Monet Mauve.